and welcome to the second program of Sarah's Music. I'm Sarah Willis, and it's summer in Berlin, where everything moves outdoors, including classical music. Today I'm at the Waldbühne, translation Forest Stage, in Berlin, where over 22,000 Berliners bring their picnics to enjoy concerts and other events in the open air. A couple of weeks ago, the Rolling Stones played here, and tonight I'm playing here with my orchestra, the Berliner Philharmoniker. But my seat in the horn section is much further back than where Mick Jagger was standing. Our conductor today at the Waldbühne, and also my guest on today's program, is a superstar in the classical music world, the Venezuelan conductor Gustavo Dudamel. So this is the view from my seat in the horn section. It's an amazing view, and it's even more impressive in a minute when the audience starts coming. I have something here I want to show you. It's my musician's open-air concert survival kit. First of all, I need my horn, of course, and almost as important, mosquito spray. Because under these really strong lights, it attracts big bugs, and the last thing we want is a mosquito to land on us while we're playing a really hard solo. Clothes pegs to hold the music down when it's windy, a warm black jumper because when the sun goes down, it can be really chilly on stage, sunglasses for when the sun's shining in your face, and, very important, last but not least, an umbrella, because you never know. Open-air concerts can be total washouts, like at the Berliner Philharmoniker Waldbühne concert in 2012, where everyone and everything got soaked. But our audience stayed put and sang Berliner Luft even more energetically than usual. But we're so lucky today. Look, the weather is perfect for an open-air concert. And I'm going to go and talk to some of the picnickers to see just what they're going to be eating during the concert.
Oh, ihr seid die Profis. Ja, weil hier hat man eine ganze Bank fürs Essen und dann Platz dazwischen. Das ist
Wenn Sie hier sitzen wollen, kommen Sie hier mit rein.
Oh, ja, aber nicht auf die Buletten.
Nein. Nein, die essen wir vorher weg.
Das ist gut, ja. Konbanwa.
Konbanwa.
You don't live in Berlin, you live in Japan?
Yes, we live in Japan.
And you came extra for the Waldbühne concert?
Yes, so we visit here for attend this concert.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Great. You like concerts in the open air? Yeah?
It's very good experience for us. Yeah, it's very, very good.
It's okay, check. Die schmecken am besten?
Die hier.
Die hier. Ah, die hier?
Ja.
Aha, okay. 3 Euro? Teuer.
Schmecken aber auch.
Na gut, dann schnell. Los, verkaufen.
Alles.
Dankeschön. Das sieht einfach hammermäßig aus, was Sie hier vorbereitet haben. Das sieht wirklich... Sie haben den besten Platz, eine ganze Waldbühne.
Ja, wissen wir.
Und mit Kerze.
Ja, das machen wir aber seit 30 Jahren.
30 Jahre.
Over the past years, the number of open-air classical music festivals in Germany has risen remarkably. Despite having to occasionally battle the elements, I think that listening to a concert in the open air is a wonderful change to sitting in the concert hall.
Ja, das wäre ganz nett. Das wäre ganz, ganz nett. Das doch sieht man.
Das natürlich. Sehr gut. Ich mache auch noch ein Horn drauf.
Gerne.
Danke. Oh.
Wir dürfen gerne so ein Spießchen nehmen.
I love my job.
Even after all this filming and looking very important with a camera team with me, I still have to show my backstage pass. This is my colleague, Jonathan Kelly. He's principal oboe in the Berliner Philharmoniker, and he is not playing tonight. Jonathan,
Does it look like I'm playing?
It doesn't look like you're
No, it doesn't
playing.
look like I'm playing.
So what are you going to do instead?
I have my picnic. I have my plastic bottle in here with chilled white wine. Looks like something else. And then drinks for the kids. We've got sandwiches. We've got quiche, homemade quiche. We're going to have a celebrate and a picnic and enjoy the end of the season.
You're going to celebrate having free.
Yeah.
In every program, I'd like to share with you some of my favorites. And today, because we're in the open air, I'd like to share some of my favorite open air concerts. Three of the most famous singers in the world, Anna Netrebko, Placido Domingo, and Rolando Villazón, sang here at the Waldbühne together in 2006. This concert has become a classic. And this is what I call a grand finale. Gustavo Dudamel, my guest on today's program, conducted this performance of Giuseppe Verdi's Requiem at the famous Hollywood Bowl in 2013. Gustavo Dudamel's stellar career began in the Venezuelan music education program El Sistema. He has been the chief conductor of the Los Angeles Philharmonic since 2009. And now today's guest, Gustavo Dudamel. So, Maestro Gustavo Dudamel, this is what backstage looks like at an open-air concert. It's not so glamorous as what you're usually used to.
Well, yes, it's glamorous to be an open air. You know, in the middle of the forest is wonderful.
In the middle of the forest. You know, I was thinking, when you turn your back on 22,000 people, when you're conducting the music, do you sometimes forget that they're there and then you're really surprised at the end?
No, I think at the end, you always feel the energy coming from that amount of people. That is unique. You know, the energy is going there, but also is coming from here, from the back.
You feel that there's thousands of people there.
It's amazing.
At the Philharmonie, you know, it doesn't matter where you sit, there's always, or where you're standing, there's always someone around.
The audience, yeah.
But I heard a story, you also do lots of open-air concerts at the Hollywood Bowl with your orchestra, Los Angeles Philharmonic. And a friend of mine in the orchestra told me, during the quiet moments in the Hollywood Bowl, they hear the bottles rolling down the steps.
Rolling, kind of, exactly. That is the good thing in I think at the Waldbühne, that you are not allowed to bring glasses, and that is why it's a little bit more quiet, but works different for us in Los Angeles. There are people that they have been for 40 years, 50 years supporters of the orchestra. They have a special place, so we have waiters, we have everything. So
bring
works
your own
differently.
butlers.
Yes, no, we have the service of. You can go. It's like you can have a dinner, a really elegant dinner, kind of open air but elegant.
Can I come next time?
Absolutely.
It's really incredible, isn't it? How quietly 22,000 people can sit and listen.
This is the thing.
The loudest person or the loudest thing is usually a bird.
Exactly. I think in this case we will have some sounds with the flutes and the piccolo flute that they will call the attention of the bird. I'm sure of that.
I love it when that happens. I love it when that happens. Another thing that bothers us musicians sometimes are the mosquitoes. And in the dress rehearsal yesterday, I saw a big mosquito fly past you, and you just did that with your hand. I thought you were going to bring in the basses, but actually, all you were doing.
No, this was a big spider flying. It was a kind of a spider or something, an insect that was really huge, and I was like.
At least you can do that and pretend it's part of your conducting. We have to play and these things land on your nose and there's nothing
I was counting to do exactly choreographically perfect for 1, 2, 3, 4.
My last question for you, open air in Venezuela, what do you do any open air concerts?
You know that in our center, social action center for music that we have in Venezuela, we have an open air stage. And we have concerts there for yes, 20,000 people. I think it's beautiful because sometimes we cannot expect for people to come to you, for the community to come. We have to go,
Let's go and bring our music to the Waldbühne public.
Let's go.
That's all for Sarah's music today. Thank you for joining us. I've got to go and play the concert. I have my horn, I have my mosquito spray. Hope you enjoy the music and see you next time. Take a big breath. He's a genius.
This is not easy. It's the most difficult instrument.
I absolutely agree.